Our guest today is Miss Rita Dahdah. She's a fashion and lifestyle blogger as well as a freelance copywriter based in Lebanon. She studied marketing in Beirut, then enrolled in a fashion styling program in New York. In addition to blogging, since 2009, for the past couple of years, she has collaborated with several local, regional, and international designers, brands, and companies to help promote their products and services by integrating them into her personal style and lifestyle posts. Welcome, Rita. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We've talked a little bit before this interview, and I know one of the main things that stayed with me was this idea and this term of regional digital influencer as opposed to fashionista. So, the difference.
Well, a lot of people are going to hate me for what I'm about to say, but for some reason, the term fashionista has been associated with someone who's just into buying, high fashion labels and showing them off and not really doing much with their lives. And they care more about gaining, attention and acclaim for their style. In my case, I prefer to refer to myself as an influencer because right now, influencer marketing is like the new thing. And by doing this, first of all, I'm adding value to people's lives. I'm adding value to mine because I turned it into a profession. And I'm not just, showing off what I'm buying. I'm actually helping brands, promote themselves. I'm adding something of myself to my work, and I'm actually putting a lot of thought into it.
But a lot of it is related to fashion as well.
Of course.
Except that it's not just that. That's what it basically is.
Except instead of me just taking a picture of a pair of shoes I just bought, I show people how to wear them. So I style them according to, my sense of style, and I share that with my followers and my readers. So I don't consider myself a fashionista, although this is like a very popular term nowadays, but
yeah, I was going to say, because in Lebanon you have a lot of fashionistas, and it's competitive because everybody and their grandmother, as they say, is becoming a fashionista today. So how do you get your competitive edge, as they're saying?
I think each person gets their competitive edge through what they have to offer, through their distinct personality. It's basically who you are as an individual, what you have to offer. I mean, X is different than Y is different than Z, and I think that's each person's added value. And in my case, I think it's my personality. It's the way I share things. It's the way I write. It's the way I approach, certain issues in life. It's even my sense of style, which is different.
I was going to say this because what really, for me, set you apart was kind of like, this idea that you seem to me a bit like a Carrie Bradshaw of Beirut. Let me tell you in what sense. In the sense that, yes, there's this whole fashion thing going on, but you do incorporate a lot of your personality on Instagram. A lot of people come and it's this glossy image. So, today, they used to say in the 90s that reading too many magazines could lead to low self-esteem. Today, they're saying Instagram promotes narcissism, and that little girls look up to all these bloggers such as yourself.
It also, if done wrong, it also promotes low self-esteem. And
right. So how do you use it positively?
First of all, a lot of times I pinpoint my flaws. I mean, I point them out and I spotlight them because, at the end of the day, in order to be a marketing, a digital influencer, as the term is, you have to be a relatable person. It's no longer about endorsing something with a celebrity, or it's not about having perfect nose and perfect skin and perfect hair and the perfect, budget and perfect life. I mean, I have problems. I have relationship issues sometimes. I have professional issues sometimes. Sometimes I wake up and I just look horrible. I can't even put my clothes on. I don't even want to get out of bed. And I share this. I share this with everyone because I want them to know that I'm a normal person just like everyone else, because I am. And I'm not a celebrity. I'm not...
Right, but you mentioned the celebrity thing, but it seems today when you become this, like a Kim Kardashian style PR communication, I'm there where when a new shop opens, we're there when there's, a huge opening of a specific store. You're struggling to be taken seriously. How do you manage to be like, no, at the end of the day, this is what I love doing, and I'm doing it because I love what I do and I can do something good.
Okay, so basically when I'm invited to like a boutique opening or when I'm given, free stuff, that's just the perks of the profession. But that's not what my job is. I mean, that just comes on the side. And most of the times I don't even feel like going to these events because I'm exhausted from all of the work I've done. But like today's Sunday, and I've been up since 7 a.m. working, and I had, you know, a shoot, and I have an event after here, and it's not really something that I wake up and get all excited about. I mean, who doesn't want to stay in bed on a rainy day, right? So it is a lot of hard work. And I do share this with my readers and my followers. I mean, I make sure to show them that I am struggling at times. It's not just like a perfect, beautiful, shiny life. And people who like to promote that it's a shiny life, I mean...
It is. I definitely agree. I think what sets you also apart is you've chosen to show a lot of your personal life as well.
Yeah.
You have a lot of pictures of the man that you're with, and these are things that are personal, yet you're like, no, this is me, this is my life. Why do you choose to put those out?
First of all, my partner plays a very big role in my life, and me not posting pictures about him is like me being fake and filtered. I wanna share as much of my personal life as possible because I want to be as relatable as possible. I want to share my bad hair days. I want to share my, you know, my accomplishments.
Full transparency,
yeah,
basically.
like full. I mean, to an extent, obviously, because you know, there's some stuff that are kind of blessed and that should be kept personal. But I mean, as you said, I used to blog, you know, since 2009, and what I got known for was, you know, my relationship advice, and I was kind of like, you know, the single girl, the independent girl of Beirut, and after I met, you know, my partner, it became, you know, I wanted to share that. I wanted to share that true love exists. I wanted to share my real experience, you know, on this journey. I wanted to share my ideals of love and show them what the difference is between settling just because, you know, there's a, you know, mutual benefit, and then really falling in love with a person's soul, and which is what I'm going through right now. And I think a lot of young women need to understand the difference, and they need that hope, because these days it's very hard to find your soulmate. And some women are marrying at a very young age because they think, okay, this is how it's supposed to be. And so by me showing them another perspective, I'm actually giving them hope, I'm giving them positivity, I'm just sharing my perspective, which is maybe a new perspective. And it has nothing to do with fashion, but I like that, because I'm not just fashion.
It's lifestyle, right?
Exactly.
It's lifestyle. Just quickly to end on this question, what do you think the future of social media is in terms of lifestyle and blogging? Because it's changed completely.
Well, it's been changing a lot. It changes every year, and I think that all conventional marketing and all conventional advertising is moving to social media. And I think people who took advantage of this and put themselves at the forefront are going to be getting a lot of deals. They're going to be maybe, you know, brand, you know, ambassadors. They're going to be spokespersons. They're going to be, you know, I'm not going to say making a lot of money, because that's not everything in life, but they're going to be working really hard.
And the successful ones,
because first of all, this is a lot more affordable than traditional advertising, and it's much more effective. The reach is much better, the resonance is much better, the relevance is much...
It's direct.
It's very direct, it's very efficient, it's very effective, and I think brands are catching onto this. I mean, especially in the Middle East, because abroad, I mean, this is the thing right now.
So it's about time that Lebanon actually got on that wagon, right?
They are kind of getting there, but I mean, we're helping them realize that, and I think they're eventually going to get there.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
That was digital influencer and, I'd like to say, fashion and lifestyle blogger Rita Dahdah talking to us about the latest. Back to you, Linda.